So let's start with the third method, and we will be using a Helm chart, the official Helm chart that will help you to deploy Traefik Enterprise. So again, let's refer to our official documentation. So the first step is to add the repository. I already added the repository, so I don't have to add it once again. The other step is to update the local repository, so it's already managed. And yeah, by default you can install Traefik Enterprise using that simple command, but we highly recommend to add some extra parameters to extra configuration. So first step is to creating the namespace, because namespace is required. You need to also add the license as a secret and the config map, but I will explain in a second. So the first step, let's create the namespace Traefik EE, and then let's create a secret which will be containing our Traefik EE license. So let me copy that command. Yeah, that's already created. Let's switch to the Traefik EE namespace. Let's check secrets. Okay, we are good. And Helm has some pre-configured values, so we can use the show command to get the values and to see what we can configure. Helm show values. So as you can see, we can configure cluster and define the number of proxies and controllers, and also a static configuration. So again, in that example, we will create static configuration using the same configuration that we use in those two previous examples, and we will add that configuration as a config map. So let me add it. So this is that command that you have to use. So kubectl create config map from the file and the cluster name static config in the namespace Traefik EE. So it has been created. I'm already in the namespace Traefik EE. Yeah, seems we are good. You can also create some configuration. You can add some configuration using the Helm and using a -- set command as it is presented in that example. But I think the easiest way is to create a file based on the values.yaml that we have just generated and edit that file according to your needs. So what I added here, I just changed the number of proxies, and I'm using the config map that I just created. And now I'm ready to deploy Traefik Enterprise using a Helm. So Helm install Traefik EE values.yaml -n Traefik EE. And now Helm will install Traefik Enterprise in the namespace Traefik EE using the values.yaml. So as you can already notice, in the values.yaml I specified configuration static config map, and that config map will be used to start controllers. So let me run that command. Okay, seems we are good. The response is good. Helm ls. Yeah, it has been deployed. That's the status from the Helm. Let's check what are the status of our resources. Okay, they are still installing. Let me pause the video and we'll be back in a couple of seconds. Okay, seems the process of the cluster creating is already completed. Let me check what has been installed. Okay, we have one controller, we have 3 proxies, and we have one plugin registry. Let me check the service. Yes, service has been also created. So now what we can do, we can configure tctl command to work with our cluster. So I will be using the same command that I used in the previous example. Okay, and I will import cat nodes. Yeah, seems the response is good. We have a one controller that is a leader, 3 proxies. We can now check the configuration using the tctl get command. Yeah, seems we are good. What we can do right now, we can deploy again traffic dashboard using the same ingress root resource. Apply dash cat ingress. Yeah, kubectl apply dash f ingress YAML. Okay, it has been created. Ingress root. No, that's typo here. Okay, kubectl get ingress root. And let's open the dashboard. Okay, dashboard has been opened. We have a five components. So one controller, 3 proxies, and 1 plugin registry. And we have a router that has been created. So this is the simple example how to deploy Traefik Enterprise using Helm Chart. Thank you.